In this video, I will show you how to calculate the winner of an election using the instant runoff method. So we'll start with this example preference schedule below. And remember that a preference schedule summarizes the results of an election where the voters can rank the candidates, not just pick the one candidate that they want to win. So for example, this first column tells us that 4 voters ranked A first, B second, C third, and D fourth. And for instance, this column here tells us that 5 voters ranked C first, D second, A third, and B fourth. So this is one type of ranked choice voting. Now for the instant runoff method, the goal is for a candidate to capture a majority of votes, not just a plurality. Plurality means that a candidate gets the most first place votes, but a majority means getting slightly more than half than all the votes. So the first step with the instant runoff method is to calculate what a majority of votes would be. Since majority means slightly more than half, we have to first determine how many total votes were cast, divide that by 2, and then a majority would be slightly bigger than that. So as I mentioned, 4 voters ranked in this way: A first, B second, C third, and D fourth. So that column represents 4 voters, and then 6 voters in the next column, 9 voters in the third column, and so on. So to find the total number of votes cast, we just have to add all of the numbers in this first row. 4 plus 6 plus 9 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7. And then since we're trying to figure out what a majority would be, we need to divide that total by 2. So I'll go over to a calculator. And make sure when you enter this calculator, you put parentheses around the sum, because we want to make sure we calculate the total number of votes first and then divide the result by 2. Okay, we get 17. So that means 17 represents exactly half of all the votes cast. So slightly more than that means a majority would be 18. So each candidate is aiming to get 18 votes. So to start the instant runoff method, we'll first look at how many first place votes each candidate got. So in the first round, we're only looking at this first row, and we'll see how many first place votes each candidate received. Now, there were 4 voters who ranked A first in this column, and 6 voters who ranked A first in the next column. So A got a total of 10 first place votes. And then B got a total of 9 first place votes, C got 8, and D got 7 first place votes. So notice no one achieved a majority. No one got 18 first place votes. And so we would go on now to the next round. So notice if we were determining the winner using the plurality method, we would just stop here and say that A won the election. And that's how most elections go in the United States. Just whichever candidate won the most votes, the most first place votes, that's the person who wins. But with instant runoff, we're trying to take voters' other preferences into consideration. So we don't have that a majority of voters ranked A as their top choice. So we're going to try to identify a candidate that a majority of voters will be satisfied with. So to go to the next round, we first eliminate the candidate that got the least number of first place votes, and that would be D. So looking at this column, those 7 voters who chose D first, we're now going to see who was their second choice candidate. So those 7 voters ranked D first, but they ranked B second. So because B was those voters' second choice, those 7 votes now are going to go to B. So for the next round, we're going to add 7 to B's total count. And then A and C, their number of votes stay the same. So A gets 10, B has 16, and C has 8 in the second round. So now we ask again, did anyone achieve a majority? And nope, no one has achieved 18 votes yet. So we have to go on to a third round. To go on to the next round, we again eliminate the candidate with the least number of votes. And in this case, that would be C. So now we need to look at the voters who ranked C first and see who their next choice was. For this first column, we have 3 voters that ranked C first, but they ranked B second. So those 3 votes in the next round will go to B. And in this column, we have 5 voters ranked C first and ranked D second. Now, D has already been eliminated, so we need to go to their third choice, which is A. And so those 5 votes are going to go to A in the next round. And so for the next round, C's votes get distributed. 5 go to A, 3 go to B. And so now A has 15 votes and B has 19 votes. So then again, do we ask, did either candidate achieve a majority? And yes. So B now has 19 votes, and that makes B the winner of the election.